Dr. Tim Klein from All Pets Medicine Surgery and Rehabilitation Clinic. Today we're going to take a tour of the clinic, and it makes sense to start at the front door. That's the door that all of our clients come through when they arrive. When we hear the bell go off, we know someone important has arrived, and we'll come up and help you. A couple things to talk about before we start our tour. The first is that we are really honored that you come here. We know that none of our clients have to come here. There are lots of options, and so we realize that, and so we're really appreciative that so many people do come here, and we feel an obligation to do a good job for you when you come, and do a good job for our patients, which happen to be members of your family. So I wanted to let you know that first. The next thing I wanted to just go through real quick is that all of our staff have gotten involved with this video, and all of us aren't really trained to do this, so the staff have been really good about helping. And so if you have a chance to give them a word of thanks after watching this, I would sure appreciate it. And they may be more willing to help in future videos as well, which we plan on doing. The last thing is that this is not a fancy video setup. It's my home video camera, and I think it's going to be just fine. A picture's worth 1,000 words, and we want to do what we can to communicate better with our clients. But because we're not mic'd up, it may be handy for you to have the volume controller handy so that you can turn the volume up or turn it back down depending on how close we are to the camera and how loud our voice comes across on the television or the computer monitor that you're watching this on. So with that, let's start the tour. So we'll start with the tour here. We're standing in front of the door that you'll enter in when you come into the clinic. And so the view that you'll see is off to the right is our retail area, and in the background is our waiting room. And as we look off to the left, we've got the reception area. Tracy is on the phone with a client right now, and Joel, another of our technicians, is entering some client information into the medical history. Booty is our clinic cat, and he's busy over there doing what he does best, resting in his little bed. We'll get back and meet Booty again here after a while. This is the place where you'll come to check in when you bring your pet. It's also the place where invoicing occurs before you leave. Notice the little hitch here for your leash. It's a lot easier to fill out paperwork when your best friend isn't pulling on the leash and moving your hand all over. So it helps to hook them up right there. Tracy, any thoughts you have for our clients as we're giving a tour?
Sure. If you have any questions, just ask one of us and we would be glad to help you. And if you get home and you don't, if you have a question when you get home, or one of your family members has a question, just have them give us a call. And then Joe also has something to add.
I was just going to let everybody know too that we've got some surgery forms to fill out for boarding and for surgery, and if it's something that it's a little bit too difficult to fill out while you're here, we can sure email them or mail them to your home. And we'd like to have those done just because then we can get all the information and get everything done correct that you want for your pet that day. Good.
Thanks, Joe. All that paperwork is important, and a lot of times when people come to drop their pets off in the morning, they're heading to work, and it helps if the process is streamlined and can keep moving. So let's head off over this way and take a look at the waiting area. So after you get checked in at the front desk, the technician will bring you over to the waiting area. You can see off to the right here is our retail area. And back there is our PST area, which we'll talk a little more about in a little bit. And the first thing that will happen is the technician will bring you over and get your pet weighed. Lisa, another of our technicians, is weighing a patient right now. And usually we'll move you right into the exam room, which is right there. If the exam room is being used, we may ask you to hang out for a few minutes in our waiting area. And as soon as the exam room is available, then we'll move you into the exam room. While you're sitting in our waiting room chairs, you can also watch our educational TV, which we have here. I know waiting in the vet clinic waiting room is so exciting, so we've got a few things to try and make it a better experience for you and your pet. So this is another of our technicians, Lisa. Lisa, we're giving a little clinic tour here. Do you have any comments for our clients?
Yeah, it's pretty important for you to have your pet on a leash or in a carrier when they're coming to the clinic. A couple of reasons that would be if there was another client that were to come in the door and your pet decided to go over and greet them, we wouldn't want them to accidentally trip on your pet if they weren't expecting them. Another thing that could happen, they could escape outside the clinic too if the door is open and they're not on the leash, so that's pretty important. We do have extra leashes hanging right inside the door if you need to borrow one. We also do have extra carriers in the back too if you don't have a carrier for your cat. So just ask us if you need to borrow something.
Excellent. Thanks, Lisa.
Yep.
Let's go look at the exam room. Hello, guys.
Hi.
We are taking a tour of the clinic. This is Dr. Christy Stone and one of our technicians, Michelle. And we've got a patient here. Anything that you guys would like to tell our clients about our exam room?
Sure. So the exam room is where a lot of important things happen for all of our patients. It's kind of our starting place at the practice here. Whether our pets are in for vaccinations, surgery, because they're not feeling well, whatever the reason that they're here, they are going to receive a complete physical exam by one of our doctors. The physical exam really, I guess in our minds, is composed of two parts with these guys. One of those parts is from you, the owner, so the complete history that comes with the pet, the reason you're bringing them in, and any concerns that you have with them. We can take all that information then and couple that together with what we're finding when we're looking and when we're feeling and when we're listening to these guys and kind of get the picture of what's going on, because obviously these guys can't talk to us. So when we put those two pieces together, then we can formulate a plan to move forward in. So when we formulate that plan, it's important for you to remember two things. And one of those is that these guys are our patients, but most importantly, you're their owners. And because of that, you're a very important part of the decision-making process. So our job is to look at these guys and to formulate that plan to move forward and to inform you of what that plan consists of and what those options are and what those things mean financially. And then your part is to be the decision maker in the process. When you come in, we want you to feel comfortable asking any questions about any aspect that you're concerned with so that we can help you to make the most educated decision possible and to have you make a decision that you're comfortable with. So that's kind of what my job as a doctor is here in the exam room. Do you have anything else to add, Michelle?
Yeah, when you guys notice when you come in, there's usually going to be a technician, myself, or one of the other girls that are in here. And we're in here to assist the doctor. You know, we've been trained to hold your pet, but we do appreciate you staying in the room with them because it does make them feel more comfortable. So Emma, our patient here, has been a very good girl for us, so we're glad she could be in here with us today. And then also you'll notice in all of our rooms here, we do have a computer system. So if we're not up there holding the pet, we may be over at this computer where we can sign in and we can be entering all the information for you while you're in here. So when you get out of the exam room, you'll head up front. The girls will have your medications and everything in there for you. So you'll be ready to head out.
All right. Excellent. Thank you, guys. We're going to head back to the kennel room, all right?